I was a poor kid growing up. My father owned a grocery store. I knew I wanted to be a lawyer, but I didn't know much about anything else. And when I applied to law schools, I just applied to the ones that sort of people said were the good ones. And when the results came in, Chicago, I sort of wanted to get out of the East. So all things equal, I was determined to leave the East if I could. So Chicago beckoned, and the financial package that they offered, which I needed, was very generous. Well, it basically taught me how to think and how to reason. And everywhere I've gone, I've found that my willingness to do that, to dig in, to try to understand things deeply, was enhanced. I think I was probably a little lazy before I got to Chicago, and you can't get away with being lazy here. And so I adapted and did fine. And I've sort of never lost that. I love digging into hard analytical things, and did when I was a lawyer, and did when I was in the financial world, and do now in my retirement. And so I do every day believe that I have a better mind and a better spirit about my mind for having been at Chicago. So that's its great contribution for me. I definitely sense an edgier attitude about being aggressive and trying to attract the best students we possibly can, both from an intellectual point of view and a diversity point of view. I mean, not just getting the highest grades and the highest LSATs, but just trying to get the best class we can. And I think I've sensed in the 10 years I've been involved an ever-increasing sort of pride that we are great, and now we need to go out and sort of flex the muscles that we have for being great, and not just accepting that, we'll compete with the kids that Harvard, Yale, and Stanford don't get, but actually not accepting that. In this day and age when college football coaches make multiples of college presidents and college basketball coaches make multiples of college presidents, the world needs more Chicagos. So I'm sort of putting my quote-unquote money and time where my mouth is, plus the fact that being more law school specific, I mean, I had a wonderful time here. I was very well educated, and even though I only had a cup of coffee in the law, it has stood me in good stead every day of my life since I've been here. So I'm really appreciative of the law school, both for enabling me to come financially and for what it did for me when I got here. And I just love the idea of this place. I went to Harvard as an undergrad. I love Harvard too, but in many different ways, I might even love Chicago more at this point because of what it stands for.